We've had Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney, LeBron James, JJ Watt, and now Tom Brady is the latest North American celebrity to invest and own a English footballing club. This is after Tom Brady has become a minority owner of Birmingham City. And if you follow Tom Brady's career, you know all that guy does is win. So let's see if that winning mentality can carry over here to Birmingham City as we rebuild them. So here is the default starting 11 at Birmingham City. I have updated the squads for the current transfers as of the day of recording. And it is clear, this team is not promotion ready. We're going to have to use our takeover and make some massive signings here if we want to push for Premier League promotion. Which is why we're going to make a massive improvement to the defense here for our first signing in charge. It is the American centre-half Chris Richards joining us here from Crystal Palace. And don't worry, lads, I'm not going to be signing only Americans, but I think it might be nice to sprinkle a few of them in there. A lot of young talent that I want to develop in this rebuild, starting with George Hall, who is loaned out to Hearts for the season. Getting some young English talent into the midfield, though, as Jaden Anthony is going to join us here from Bournemouth for £5 million. And in a move that might ruffle a few feathers, we have sold Scott Hogan for £1.4 million. But that is so we could sign a young kid who is tearing it up in the MLS. It is Tyus Manio, the Brazilian center forward, is going to join us from New York City FC. Very happy with the opening window, but will it be enough to put us in the promotion picture with Birmingham City? Let's go find out. We're sitting 9th right now, lads. 9th on 41 points, 5 points out of the playoffs. We need to make a move here in January that's going to set us up for that push in the back end of the season. And ultimately, with John Ruddy decreasing in overall and Neil Etheridge not getting any younger, I think going in for a top quality goalkeeper is the #1 priority here this window. And I want to go in for somebody that can make an impact right now for the next couple of seasons. I don't think we're going to win a Champions League with this man in between the sticks. I'm happy to be proven wrong. But Freddie Woodman is who we're going to sign here from Preston North End. We have missed out on the playoffs by the skin of our teeth. 4 points behind Blackburn, and we finish 7th here in our first championship season. It's a pretty decent season, I'm not going to lie, but I wanted playoffs. I wanted to push for promotion. No surprise, though, to see Leicester and Southampton automatically going up. And in the relegation battle, it is going to be Sunderland, Cardiff, and Stoke. None of the 3 promoted teams going down. Fair play. Manchester United have won the FA Cup. Meanwhile, Liverpool win the Carabao. And it is going to be all 3 of the recently relegated Premier League sides going straight back up. A phenomenal first season, though, from the Brazilian Tyus Manio. 23 goals. +4 growth. This guy's gone from a decent prospect to a championship star striker. I just feel validated right now. One of our other signings getting 15 goals and 7 assists in Jaden Anthony. But we are going to be saying goodbye to a few players. Simmons, George, and Long all leaving for different reasons, but they are leaving nonetheless. A huge season coming up in Season 2. We need to be pushing, though, for promotion. This first signing in Season 2 is a signal of intent. Matt O'Reilly, the midfielder, formerly English midfielder, now Danish. He's making the move down south from Celtic to Birmingham City, and he is going to be a key part of our promotion push this season. I do intend on having a little bit of a clean out this season. Bit of spring cleaning, and the first man to go is going to be Keshi Anderson. And a loan move here for Brandon Kaler. This right here is an absolute bargain of a buy. We have signed the Italian winger, Matteo Cancellieri. He's going to join us from Hellas Verona, and he is in England, in Birmingham, at St. Andrews, trying to make a name for himself. I was debating whether we needed to upgrade the centre-back role or whether Sanderson was enough to partner Chris Richards, but I have decided if we want to get promoted, we need to make those big decisions, and we've decided to sign Pavlovic, the Serbian centre-half, maybe the next Nemanja Vidic, as we bring him across here from RB Salzburg. The clean out is going to continue, though. Zach Gcock on loan, Jordan James also out on loan, but now we have the permanent departure of Ivan Sunjic off to Valencia. I really want to develop Tyler Roberts into a handy backup option in this squad, which is why we're sending the Welshman off to Lille for the season and saying goodbye to Sam Cosgrove permanently. Promotion is a non-negotiable this season. We need to get it. This team is too good to be in the championship. Too bloody good. I expect to see us top of the championship table on January 1st. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're after. We're currently 4 points clear of Brentford, but the exciting thing is that we're 11 points clear of the playoffs. Whether we win the championship or come second, I just want to get promoted. And so far, we're in a great position to do that. But I don't want us to rest and get comfortable. We are lacking a backup striker in the squad, so we're going to go out and sign Miles Leeburn from Charlton Athletic, bringing him up from League One to the championship. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have been promoted to the Premier League with Birmingham City, and we have done it comfortably. 13 points clear of Brentford, who almost bottled automatic promotion, but ourselves and Brentford are up to the top flight. Scrolling down the table, who got relegated? It is Bristol City, Hull City, and Peterborough. Man City have won the FA Cup this season. Man City's done the double as they win the Carabao Cup. And it is going to be West Bromwich Albion joining us and Brentford in the Premier League next season. Jaden Anthony has eclipsed Tyers Manyo as our top goal scorer this season. But to be fair, all of our front three have absolutely gone off. +5 for Cancellieri, 16 goals. Oh, this is beautiful. We are going to be great in the Premier League next year. Some years when I get promoted in rebuilds, I'm really nervous about surviving relegation, but I feel so confident about next season, which is probably going to lead to us getting relegated, knowing me. But I'm letting a whole bunch of our older players walk on free transfers. They're all not going to get any younger. They're not going to grow anymore, so we may as well let them all depart on frees. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, Premier League bound in season number 3. Bring it on. But lads, if you're enjoying today's Birmingham City rebuild and you aren't already subscribed, make sure you scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. Less than 13,000 subscribers away from 500,000, that's cooked. So yeah, help us get there if you aren't already. There are some glaringly obvious holes in our squad, which I think left back is the number one. So priority number one in the Premier League was to sign a new left back, which is why we're going to pick up Ryan Sessegnon here. Give him another chance, 24 years of age. Let's see if he can have a renaissance in his career as we sign him from Tottenham. To be honest, everything I said about Ryan Sessegnon, you can copy and paste it for this man here, Weston McKennie. 25 years of age, 81 overall, playing at Juventus. We're going to bring him to the Premier League here and give him a chance to make this team his own as we sign him. I'm really happy to have the American in the squad. And for those wondering, we paid £22 million for his services. I know I said I wanted to develop Tyler Roberts into a decent backup. With the direction that we're heading though this season, honestly, he's going to be like our 4th string option. So I wanted to get a little bit more money in for him. George Hall's also off on a loan. But yeah, the big one is Tyler Roberts heading to Brentford on a permanent transfer. And with Sessegnon coming into the squad, I'm not saying goodbye to Lee Buchanan on a permanent, but we are going to say goodbye to him for the season. He's off to Borussia Mönchengladbach on loan. I am absolutely buzzing about this one. I honestly didn't know whether we were going to get this one over the line, but we have signed Fabio Carvalho from Liverpool. He's not getting starting football there, and he wants to become a superstar. I'm happy to facilitate that. Fabio Carvalho joining us from Liverpool. Sessegnon, Carvalho, this is a Fulham Wonder Kids reunion. It's going to be incredibly difficult, but I'm feeling optimistic about our chances this season. All I want, I don't care if we finish 17th or 1st. I just want to survive the relegation battle, and I'm hopeful that we have built a balanced enough side to do just that. But January 1st is going to give us a better indication. All right, so far so good, lads. We currently sit 13th in the Premier League on 23 points, but we're not safe by any stretch of the imagination. Wolves are only 8 points behind us, and although 8 points is significant at the end of the season, right now, there is still so much football left to be played, half a season. We could be in the relegation zone in 3 weeks' time, so we just need to keep on getting results. And unfortunately, we're not going to strengthen the squad because we have no more money. I have completely bankrupt Tom Brady. Job done, and we've done it in fashion. We have finished 11th in the Premier League here. Very Fulham-esque of us. 11th in the Prem on 50 points. And that is, we were so clear of the relegation zone. We ended up finishing 18 points ahead of Wolves, who have been relegated alongside our fellow promotion teams in Brentford and West Brom. Absolute stinker of a season from West Brom, but the Premier League champions this year, no real surprises to see Man City are them. Liverpool have won the FA Cup, and Arsenal have won the Carabao Cup. I would love for us to actually start having a crack in those tournaments now. Taking a look at European football for the first time in this Birmingham City rebuild, and Liverpool take down Man City in the Champions League final. Meanwhile, AC Milan win the Europa League, and the Conference League goes to Villarreal. Jaden Anthony still getting it done. This is so interesting to me. Anthony and Cancellieri have both finished as our top scorers. Meanwhile, Tyus Magno gets 10 assists. This is wild, but our front three definitely delivering. Matteo Cancellieri is a wanted man. He is one of the best attackers in the Premier League right now. Man City offer 111 mil, but this dude is the corner piece of our franchise moving forward. Blocked. And you know what? Signing Italians has been a good strategy so far. Let's go get an Italian goalkeeper. Marco Carnesecchi. I suck at pronunciations, but Marco is going to join us here. Freddie Woodman's been solid, but we need to take that next step forward. Christian Bielik wanted out of the club, and honestly, I can't blame him. He lost his starting spot to Weston McKennie. We're going to send him off to Hertha Berlin and give him more game time. Best of luck, mate. And we're going to have a loan move here for Jordan James, who is off to Norwich City. But selling Bielik means we have the financial means now to go ahead and sign ourselves a world-class centre-half. I don't want to get stuck in second season syndrome. I don't want to be in the relegation battle or even the mid-table battle. I want Birmingham City to be pushing for European football, which is why we're going to sign the Austrian stud, Kevin Danso here. This dude is a weapon, and I'm ready for him to take the Premier League by storm. I don't know what to expect out of this season. There are certain parts of the pitch where we are ready to compete for European football, but there's others where we are a mid-table side. This season could be anything. And you know what? I'm excited to see what happens. Oh my God. I knew it. I knew it, lads. Oh my God. This is... Okay, yeah, look at this. We're in the European hunt, baby. Come on! We're in the European hunt. Currently in 5th position in the Premier League on the 1st of January on 38 points. 7 points behind Manchester City. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't expect to win a Premier League title, but any sort of European football would be extremely welcomed this season. We don't have a crazy amount of money to go out and sign a backup left midfielder slash winger on a big transfer fee, but we're going to get this Brazilian winger here, Igor Barbosa, on a free. 74 rated, 21 years of age. He'll be perfect backup and future development plans for Jaden Anthony. So welcome to Birmingham City, mate. Come on, lads. Yes, yes, yes. We're playing Champions League football next season. Nah, somebody get me a job. Somebody get me a job. I studied sports administration at college. I'm a career mode king. I should be in control of somebody's financial decisions. Somebody make me the sporting director somewhere. Tom Brady, make me the director of Birmingham City, because we have got Birmingham City Champions League qualification. Oh, I'm jazzed right now, but Man City win the league, and the relegated sides this year are Everton, Norwich, and Fulham. Manchester United have won an FA Cup, and Chelsea have won the Carabao Cup. I love how I was like, oh yeah, I want to make winning one of the cups a priority, and we go and get eliminated in the second round of the Carabao Cup and the 4th round of the FA Cup. Absolutely crazy that we're going to be in this competition next year, but Real Madrid win a Madrid derby in the Champions League. Juventus have won the Europa League, and it is Espanyol winning the Conference League. I love this team, man. It's good to see. I'm glad to see Tyus Magno up there as the top goal scorer again. It's a beautiful sight, but this front three, I have no intentions of replacing them because they are so consistently strong. I cannot wait for next season. Bring on Champions League football at St. Andrews in season number 5. From the moment I mentally decided that I wanted to do a Birmingham City rebuild, there was one player that I immediately said that I had to sign in this video. I'm sure some of you guys can guess it, but it is going to be Jude Bellingham. He was a Birmingham City product He started his career off there, and it's only right that he is in the fold for the massive ascent that we are going to take ourselves on. Jude Bellingham is a dream signing. It is so nice to see him back in the Birmingham City Blue, and he is going to take his boyhood club to Champions League glory. And we've had to spend basically our whole budget to do it. Signing Jude Bellingham was the definition of throwing all of our eggs into the one basket. It's our only signing for this opening transfer window, but I'm sure you guys can agree that it was a smart decision and a must-do decision, I'm going to be totally honest. It would have felt wrong to do a Birmingham City rebuild and not bring him back. But how can this team do in the Champions League? I'm genuinely curious. Chris Richards is going to have to step up in terms of overall a little bit, but I am so excited for this Champions League campaign. Let's go look at our group. Napoli, Sporting, and Stade Bucharest. We do have some challenging teams in here, but this is a group that we could easily escape. Surely we're going to top this group. Napoli, we know how good they are, but Birmingham City, if we're not top of the group, I'll be surprised. Top of the group, beautiful, job done. Although, we didn't do as dominant a job as we expected. 4 draws, 0 losses, but 4 draws is wild. And even more wild is Stade Bucharest joining us in the knockout round. I did not expect that. Napoli or Sporting? Yeah. Stade Bucharest? Not so much. But if you look to the bottom of the screen, we are going to be facing Hoffenheim in the round of 16. Very interesting proposition ahead of us there. In fact, a very interesting last 16. Trabzonspor, Stade Bucharest. This could be an interesting campaign. Bloody hell, we need to step up in the Premier League though. We cannot get complacent. Getting top 4 is the must from here on in. We're only 4 points out of the top 4, but we need to get ourselves going. We cannot afford to be 8th come the end of the season. It is time to see what we are all about. If we're a contender, if we're a legitimate contender, we have to put Hoffenheim to the sword. I don't want a narrow win. I want to absolutely destroy them here. We're away in Germany for the first leg. We need our stars to step up, and it's a draw. That does not fill me with confidence. It's a draw as we head back to Birmingham. Full strength starting 11 stepping up here for the second leg at St. Andrews. Our European season is on the line. Tyers Magno, Cancellieri, Anthony. These guys need to bag goals for us. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. Come on, Birmingham City. Come on, Birmingham. What is happening there? Oh my God. We have been absolutely thumped. Nah, that is a choke job. That is terrible. 3-0 in our own backyard. Nah, I hope we got booed off the pitch. That is disgraceful. Bloody hell. That is one of the most embarrassing results for the Mr. Rebuild era at Birmingham City. It is a logjam at the top of the table, an intensely tight top 4 race, but we are playing Champions League football next season as we finish in 4th position for the 2nd straight season. I want to get higher than 4th, but I'm happy getting Champions League football. Man City with another Premier League title to their name, and the relegated sides Newcastle almost going down, but it's Wolves, Leeds, and Palace. Palace with just 1 win all season. That is disgraceful. Tottenham have won a North London derby in the FA Cup, and Arsenal have won the Carabao Cup. Oh my God. Hoffenheim, the team that I said, oh, if we want to win the Champions League, we need to put them to the sword. The team that absolutely thumped us have won the Champions League. Are you taking the piss? That is actually hilarious. Hoffenheim, fair play. I owe you an apology, Hoffenheim. I wasn't familiar with your game. Man City have won the Europa League over Real Madrid, and it is Chelsea emerging as Conference League winners. Jaden Anthony back at the top of our Golden Boot race. He's bagged himself 30 goals. This dude, I did not expect him to be such a superstar when we signed him from Bournemouth. I was like, oh yeah, he'll be in there for a couple seasons, might have to upgrade eventually. Nah, Jaden Anthony, he is him. Going to be saying goodbye to a couple of players that aren't going to ever get game time for us. Josh Williams and Alfie Chang heading on freeze, going off to be free agents. Chris Richards, his growth absolutely shat the bed, so we decided to go out there and get somebody who can help us win a Champions League title. It's Van Botman, the Dutch centre-half, joining us from RB Leipzig, and I'm bloody over the moon about that one. I'm on a mission to make sure our reserves and our backups are so bloody strong as well, which is why we're going to sign the attacking midfielder Facundo Colidio from Inter Milan, Dominic Calvert-Lewin as a backup striker from Everton, and Elias the Alert as a backup right back from FC Cologne. Last season's Champions League run was so disappointing with the way that it ended. I'm hoping with the team a year older and so much stronger overall that is going to help us go even further this season. We've got some superstars here, and I think we can hold our own with any team in world football. We cannot afford as many draws as we had last season though. We've got Inter Milan, they're strong. RB Salzburg could be a surprise packet, and Shakhtar Donetsk were in the round of 16 last season, so we're not guaranteed anything this season. Top of the group again, and we have done it in much better fashion than last year. We're undefeated, but we didn't have 4 draws this year, that's nice to see. Ourselves and Inter Milan into the last 16, and we're going to be versing Sevilla in the round of 16. Sevilla in the round of 16. Meanwhile, Inter have PSG. Things are going very well in the Premier League this season. I want a Premier League title. Man City 2 points ahead of us. We need to get Birmingham City top of the English Premier League. And you know what, lads? We've got Jude Bellingham. Let's bring Job back to the club. Job Bellingham, 22 years of age, 76 overall, back at Birmingham City after we signed him for £11.3 million from Leipzig. I do not want to be going out in the Champions League round of 16 for a second straight season. We've got Sevilla. We're on the road. They've got a very good side here. Come on, Birmingham City, step up and give us a lead, which we do. It's a 1-goal lead here as Cancellieri gets himself a brace. It's a narrow lead, but we are in front as we head back to Birmingham. I've got PTSD from last year. We're at home. Let's not lose 3-0 again. Just a draw or a win. Do not lose 3-0. Do not lose the game. Win the game. Win the game. It's 3-1 and it's Manyo with a brace. And we comfortably take care of Sevilla 6-3 on aggregate. Okay, this is a very random final 8. The Elite 8. The quarterfinals. We're versing Mainz. I mean, we did take a German team lightly last year in the Champions League, and we know how that played out, so we're going to have to step up and take mine seriously, but this is not the final 8 that I expected. All right, time for the first leg here away in Germany. The Miwa Arena as we take on Mainz. They have some decent players here in career mode like Sulemana, but nobody that really blows me away. This should be a routine result, but I don't know if it will be. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. 3-0. Okay, that's a strong start. That's a really good start. I'm just nervous. Let's just not bottle it. We're doing good so far. I think I'm forever going to have PTSD after last season. We've got no injuries, we've got no suspensions, and we have a 3-0 lead. Let's just make sure we don't get any injuries or suspensions and hang on to that 3-0 lead. Here at St. Andrews, it's a 2-2 draw. That's fine by me though. We're through to the Champions League semi-finals. Normality is restored. It's Celtic and Galatasaray. They've been eliminated along with Mainz, of course. So we're versing our group mates in Inter Milan for the opportunity to face either Man United or Barcelona in a Champions League final. It's a massive test, as you would come to expect in the Champions League semi-finals. They've got Mukoko up top, Kimmich in the midfield. They've got a solid side here, Inter Milan. First leg is at home, and it is a 2-1 lead. Manyo getting himself a brace. There's still so much to fight for, but that is a great start. Come on, fellas. Second leg at the San Siro. Bring it home and get us through to a Champions League final. Bring it home, lads. Bring it home, lads. Bring it home, lads. Come on, come on, come on! Oh my god! We lost in regular time. 2-1. It goes to extra time. Anthony ties it up, or gives us the lead. And then Manyo seals it home, and we are headed to a Champions League final in dramatic circumstances. Come on, Birmingham City, let's go. We're going to have our work cut out for us this Champions League final though, lads. If we want to make Birmingham City European champions, we're going to have to go through Barcelona. They did take down Manchester United 3-1 in the semi-final. Taking a look around the grounds though, Real Betis have won the Europa League. Liverpool absolutely dominate Stade Bucharest to win the Conference League. We finish 3rd in the Premier League. It's our best league finish to date, but it's not a Premier League title, is it? At least it means we're playing Champions League footy again next season though, but as we scroll down, the 3 clubs heading down are going to be Fulham, Sheffield United and Everton. We have won the FA Cup title though. We get some silverware this season as we take down Liverpool 3-1 in the final. Get in there. And we've also we've had Liverpool's number this season. We beat Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final as well. That is our 2nd trophy for the season, which means we are pushing for a treble if we take down Barcelona tonight. Oh my God. Cancellieri with 36 goals, Tyers Manyo with 32 goals, and Anthony with 23. Our team is actually cooked. We scored goals for fun. But can we score some more in this Champions League final? It's the biggest stage of them all. It's Barcelona. It's the Champions League final. Here we go. Oh, good move there from Anthony. We've got the overlapping run of Ryan Sessegnon. He's running out of space, but we're going to get the header regardless. It is Tyers Manyo. Who else? Giving us the lead in this Champions League final. Huge credit to Sessegnon there for the run and the ball in. But what are the Barcelona defenders doing? Number 30 and Ter Stegen should have done phenomenally, significantly better there. Great ball from them, led out of position. I'm just going to hold on here. It's Oliveira. Ball in. That's a stinker. What a terrible ball. Trying to be composed here, fellas. Trying to bag ourselves a 2nd goal. It's a great tackle. Frankie de Jong on the attack here. I don't want to let him get a shot off. That is great positioning. Not a great ball out. Come on, defend, fellas. Don't let him get an opportunity here before halftime. They're going to be playing it around. They're passing us to death right now, but the referee has done them dirty and called the halftime whistle. Thanks, ref. I'll drop you a tenner in the change rooms. This is the thing. Barcelona are passing it brilliantly. They've had majority of the possession. They're just doing nothing with it. Hopefully me saying that doesn't wake them up, which I think it might here. Alvarez, it's a corner. Oh no, we've just created a counter-attacking opportunity for Barcelona. They're playing it around brilliantly, and I'm not coping with it too well at all. Dembele, get rid of it. Yes, Danso. Still on the O. They're playing it well. They're playing it well. Good defense, Botman. Drive it. Ball. Win that header. Oh my God, we're out jump. But O'Reilly gets it first. It's forced to Manyo. He's onside. Oh my God, I thought he was offside for all money. It's Tyers Manyo getting the luck at the bounce. And we might have just secured ourselves a Champions League title. I don't know how we were onside there. Maybe 23? There it is, fellas. The referee is going to blow the full-time whistle. And we have done it. We have won Birmingham City a Champions League title. And it is so fitting that Jude Bellingham is the man wearing the captain's armband when we lift this title. Oh my God, Jude has officially crowned us Champions League winners. Lads, if you enjoyed today's rebuild, make sure you click here to subscribe and click here to watch another video.